Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Franco here, and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video today. Today we're on my main account, and I wanted to show off our war streak here. So we finally have hit the war streak of 45, which is our best ever. Our previous best was actually 44. I know I mentioned it in a couple videos in the past. But yeah, if you look at our war log here, it's all greens. We do got a couple grays just because we get perfected back a couple times. But actually, I'm a little bit curious. I want to see the last time we didn't do a perfect war. So if we scroll back here, is there a single war on this log that isn't perfect? Hundreds, all hundreds. I don't want to miss one. Yeah, so we went perfect for the past 145 days of wars. Um, and I'm pretty sure it goes back further because I think the last loss was maybe like 10 wars before this log goes back or something like that. Um, but yeah, we just keep tying. And in our current war here, I had to put in because we're missing our 20th guy. I had to put in my Town Hall 6 account here. So when you do this, sometimes you get matched up with really hard clans for whatever reason. I think they also have like some sort of like engineered base. It's not even, it's the Town Hall 17 at the bottom. But we ended up facing this Champ 1 clan, which let's just be honest, it's going to be so hard to not tie them because they're honestly a really good clan. But we can look at some of these war stats here. Actually, war events. They got this last star on Wolf here, and you can see that they had how many attacks? I think they had two more attacks to get that last star. So if they didn't end up clutching that up, we would have actually won the war. But who's to say how many more attacks they would have missed? But we'll watch a couple of these battles here. So the most heroic battle going to Mr. T here. Um, and some people in the chat here, I'm going to open it up a little bit just so you guys can read it. Some people are kind of just complaining about how easy the current game mode is, um, just because of these meteor golems. So we can see him going in here with a warden charge, sorry, a warden fireball. I think he used fireball. I actually just missed it. And then that's pretty common. And then you have the rage tome, and then you just spam in meteor golems. Some of these people are saying they're so busted, and they're the second strongest troop ever, ignoring my raid weekend stats there. And the fact that they're worse than Root Riders, but I still kind of disagree with that. Root Riders were so ridiculous as soon as they came out, but maybe Roots after the first nerf. So defense is tankier, totems. Oh yeah, and the totem spell should probably use a nerf too. Um, but we read here, old Roots on release had basically double the power of the current Roots. Meteor Golems, sometimes the Queen has to break walls. And then old Roots had whatever that HP and DPS. And the Meteor Golems are a little bit better than the old Root Riders were. But the only difference is that the Root Riders used to be able to break open walls super easily. And obviously the defenses have become more powerful with new levels compared to when Root Riders dropped. But obviously there's been different nerfs and buffs, so stats are a little bit misleading too. But honestly, it's like we're going perfect so many times, and it's kind of such a shame that whenever they release a new Town Hall troop, I know I said this last video, they have to make it busted, or else it will never really see the light of day in any meta. And if it never does, like the thrower basically, people forget about the troop that it even exists. So you kind of have to make the new Town Hall troop pretty busted, and honestly for like a decent amount of time so that people actually get to use it before you come out with the nerfs. I think it makes sense in Supercell's viewpoint to kind of break the game a little bit with them, but it is a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, I'm kind of the opposite of that. I don't even want to use the troop at all, honestly, so I'm just like, eventually they're gonna nerf it, hopefully sooner rather than later, and if I were to adopt the strategy and they nerf it, then I gotta learn a new one, actually become skilled. But I'm like, instead, I'm just sticking with my Dragon's Spirit Walk with the Royal Champion, just so that if they do nerf these Meteor Golems, I don't actually lose all my skill, and I still know how to attack properly without them. So I'm kind of just like waiting on not using them, and honestly, it's working out pretty well. Every single war, I usually have one fail, one 3-star, so I hold my weight. Except for this war. This is the first war in a very long time that I actually had two 2-stars, so I didn't contribute at all to the clan. And we'll watch the enemy clan's most heroic attack. And yeah, they're using Meteor Golems again, and this guy got everything boosted here, so we'll see if he just steamrolls the base here. But besides that, I do actually like the current meta at Town Hall 18. I know they said this a couple times in other videos, but honestly, it's pretty fun maintaining this war streak. And see, if troops are really busted on easy mode or normal mode, um, it's like there should be something other than normal mode for Clan Wars. Like I don't know what the ideas like there's several ideas you could do, but I don't know what a good idea would be. It's like maybe if everybody's on a war streak of 10, or I guess Clan War Leagues exists, but even Clan War Leagues, why is Clan War Leagues on easy mode or normal mode? It's like they should have the upper leagues be in the harder modes like in Legends, like have them be in Legends League is in legend difficulty, which is the hardest, and then the Electro Leagues are on what Masters difficulty or whatever it's called, which is a little bit easier. That's how it should be with Champions 1 versus Champions 2 versus Champions 3 versus Masters League and Clan War Leagues. And then they could also do something like that in Clan Wars. They could have you opt in for a harder mode. I don't know if that would be good or bad. Or what they could have is they might not even have to have a harder mode for Clan Wars because I kind of like how easy it is, but they should have some sort of tiebreaker so that clans don't tie as much. Like maybe just go down to like time, possibly. Like because some of these meter golems are really slow, these attacks. So it would kind of incentivize people to do like off meta attacks, maybe. But it's like ties just kind of suck. And I know this is a happy video, like because we got 45 war win streak, but it has taken such a long time. I was really hoping we could reach this faster. We've been stuck in the 40s for like a month now, ever since Town Hall 18 dropped. And it's like, if we didn't build up those original 40 wins at Town Hall 17, like this war streak might take forever. But talking about the war streak, I did want to show off a little bit of a tool here that you guys may or may not be aware of, but Flash Spot here, or no, Flash of Stats. There's two different websites that I like to use for these stats, and you can search up clans and stuff. So if we search up Sorry Man 2.0, we can see some of our stats here, and it's a shame that like one of these tools don't have everything, so you have to use a combination of them. But you can actually see our war history. So if we go to history here. Actually, where do we go? No, we go to wars and then statistics. We can see how long ago it's been since our last war win streak. So there's some helpful charts here. Oh, wait, where are they? Uh, should be somewhere here. Or maybe this one's on Clash, but I always forget which one does which. But yeah, we can search for clans here. No, I'm pretty sure it's on this website actually. It's always hard to like navigate through these um these like stats here basically. That's like the hardest part about this, but let's go to statistics. It might be here actually. Yeah, so if we go to statistics here, we can see members. We can see our members over the past 6 months basically. You can look at, oh no, this is all time. So yeah, this must be, yeah, 2025. No, it looks like all 20 or in the past 6 months. We can see clan points, whatever that means. Builder base trophies is roughly around level there. That's the total clan trophies. And then you have the level here. I love looking at these little charts. We have wars won, and this is just a linear incline. We do see a little flatten out here. I wish we could zoom out a little bit more. Is there a way to do that actually? That might be really cool if we can see that all time. Yeah, why is it not on all time? Um, is this different? No, it's still not zoomed out all the way, but still we can you get the point here. And then we see the war streak. Our previous war win streak was at 44 right there, June 25th or June 25th, 2025. And then we can see the bounce back here. I think we had another loss there. Yeah, you can see another dip there. But we're all the way back up to 45. So that is our longest war win streak ever. And sometimes it's hard to remember, and then war's lost. Hopefully, this just stays as a straight horizontal line. War ties is going up a little bit in the past month because of Town Hall 18. Like I said, Town Hall 17, we really didn't increase much there at the end. And yeah, that's about it. And then the other thing that I wanted to show off, if we look at the stats here on Clash Spot, which is a different one, and you can find all these different, not sorry, sorry, man. 2.0, you can find all different stats about clans and even about players. So you can see all your own player history. It's pretty interesting to scroll through it sometimes. But if we go here, we can actually see if we click on raid seasons, there's so many other settings you can look at, but we can see all the previous raid medals that we used to get. And back to Clash here, I used to keep track of them in the pinned message tab when that dropped in like 2023. But obviously the clan's older than 2023, so I didn't have all of them logged in these logs. See, I have raid medal log, but I cleared out most of them just because now I made this little trusty stat block here because you can actually export all the raid stats. And I got the 2023 stats. We have gold. So these are the averages because it gives you every single one. And I actually made the averages myself, the average trophies, the average players, the average raids, the average attacks done, the average defensive medals. And in 2023, our average medals was 801. That is so bad. And I think we created the clan in 2022. So after like a year, it was still in the 800s. And then you see in 2024, our gold goes up, our trophies go up a lot. Our players are average 40.5 people do raid weekends, 11 raids, 236 attacks, defensive medals 219, and our average is 1403. I recently compiled the average not too long ago. It was in the 1500s, but this is the final raid weekend in 2025. So after this, we're going to get the stats for 2025. I'm really excited to see what they are. And I do have the top five raid weekends there. All that were done this year. We have two in the 1700s. 1767 is our best ever. But yeah, I thought it's pretty cool to get all the official stats because I used to keep track of them like this. But then sometimes I'd accidentally miss a weekend or I might have typed it in wrong. It's very inconsistent, but here's the official stats. And now we can kind of clean up this pin message board a little bit. But yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to cover in this video. I'm pretty excited to see what happens in Clan War Leagues and how much longer we end up keeping this war win streak. Hopefully, you can get it up to like 100 or something. You can also see the stats of what percent you are in the world. I think we were number 200 in the US of war win streak, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there's plenty of other stuff you can dig up on that website. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.